Okay. I had to get this fight up. I forgot. Listen, I have a new phone and I never downloaded or installed the Zone on my phone. I haven't did this before. Okay, so it took me a while to do it. That's why I'm late. But hello. Okay. Hello. What's good? I'm 10 minutes late, but I got the fight on my phone. I had to download it again, put in the whole username and stuff, which I forgot what it was, so I had to go look for it. So I'm here now. All right. And the fight hasn't happened yet. The main event hasn't happened yet. Wood versus Lara. I think that's the WBA World Featherweight title fight. I really didn't come here to call these fights, but they're on, so I'm gonna let everybody know what's going on. I came to cook on some stuff that's been going on this week in boxing. That's what I came for. A shout out to Mike Biggs for the merch. Shout out to Mike Biggs Boxing for the merch, yo. I like it. It's cute. It's tight. It's fitting. I fucks with it. And salute to Mike Biggs Boxing in the place. First, salute to you, King. Salute, Queen. What's good, Tay? The Queen of MMA Combat and Entertainment. Hashtag TWT New York City in the house. What's good with you, Johnny Q? What's good? We in here. Okay, I see y'all. I see you. Salute to you, No Smoke TV. What's happening? Hey, salute, Kano. What's happening, Kano? Local Sports. What's good with you? 704 Joe. What's happening? Salute to you, Queen. Shawana Allah. What's good with you? Boxing and barbecue. What's happening? Yes. I love the merch. Thank you. I appreciate it. Salute to you, Just Do Boxing. TWT in the house. What's happening, Cuzzo? T's Frank in the building. What's good? What you drinking? That shit look good. This mixed with some I'm drinking the P. Diddy stuff mixed with is it cranberry apple, I think is what it is. Salute to you, JV. What's good with you? Yes, appreciate you. Yeah. Terry W, what's good with you, Terry? What's good? All right, listen, man. Opperman LD in the house. What's good? Thomas from the Bronx. What's happening with you? What's good with you? TWT in the house. This fight is looking pretty sloppy right now. This is Smith and Arlington. It looks sloppy as hell. This what the UK fights be getting on my nerves with. Salute to you, Jay Grant Jr. This why they be blowing me, right? It's either they lack technique or they have too much of it. I'm not talking about all the fighters, but majority of them. Like the whole undercard be full of people that lack technique, regular technique, or they have too much technique. That shit be looking funny. They be looking like straight robots in there. It's rare you see a good UK fight with two people from the UK. That shit is rare. Hold on. Yeah, this fight almost made me pass out asleep. Exactly. All they do is hitting each other in the back of the head. That's what it looked like. Sloppy looking ass fight. Salute to you, King. What's good with you? Flawless mentality. What's good with you? Salute to a beautiful goddess, Ashley's Korner fam, and the gods and beautiful goddesses of the mighty LDBC family. Salute to you. Oh shit. But yes, oh shit, somebody got dropped. Or was it a slip? He was about to hit him when he was down and everything. Smith dropped cuz. This fight just looked like, and neither one of them got any defense. A lot of the UK fighters be lacking with the defense. Yeah, he dropped the shit out of his ass. Smith dropped the shit out of him. But anyways, we're going to talk about something better because this fight, y'all ain't missing nothing if you're not watching it. Okay, let's just say that. You're not missing much. For real. Doofus got dropped a few times. Right? Hold on. Yeah. That was a legit nice thing. Exactly right. It was a good punch. He was swinging for the fences. All right, listen. I want to talk about Anthony Joshua, y'all. Did y'all hear the things that Anthony Joshua said? Shit, I might skip the main event. Ass. But y'all heard AJ said that money is what motivates him. That's what he said. I don't know if y'all heard the little clip of his interview, but it's out there. It's on wax. People got it on YouTube. People been talking about it. And what I want to say is I don't like that shit. I mean, it's a lot of fighters that AJ said he fight for money. Yes. Salute to you, D-Man Jr. What's good with you? Howdy. Wait. Yeah, okay. Hold on, wait. Let me go back to that. Yeah, he said he fight for money. Okay. Now, let me say this first. I like Regis Prograis. He's a prize fighter. He admits to liking and fighting for the money. I like Gervonta Davis. He's a prize fighter. He admits to fighting for the money. You know, the difference is in between them two and AJ is that they really be knocking people out. They fight to hurt you. AJ has already said that he didn't want to hurt Usyk the first time he fought him, and that was for all the belt for him to get retained back the belts. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, no. The first fight wasn't to retain the belts. It was something. It was because it doesn't even matter why they fought the first time. But it was I think it was a unification fight. Yeah, it was a unification fight because he had got his titles back after losing them to Ruiz. So yeah, he was a challenger. It wasn't a unification fight. But anyway, the difference is that AJ has already said that he didn't want to hurt Usyk the first time he fought him. You would never hear Regis Prograis or Gervonta Davis saying that about somebody that they're fighting. You would never hear him say that. He's more like Terrence Crawford. You know how Terrence Crawford, we know that he about that money. We know that, right? We know he about the money. He also said, and a lot of people also said, is that he's very, very competitive. He's real competitive. He likes to fight, and he's mean at heart. He's mean on the inside. But you don't want to get your ass beat. You want to feed your family, but you don't want to get beat. That's the same type of way that I look at AJ. Like, you want to fight. You think you say you're good at it. You don't want to be broke no more. That's why you do it, because you're good at it. But you are not a killer like that. You ain't a fighter. You've been manufactured. You really ain't born and cut like that. You ain't here to do that shit, in my opinion. And the fact that he picked our guy, Derek James, to be his coach and train him, I don't like that shit either. Because in my opinion, AJ not a real fighter, yo. He's not a real fighter at heart. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, the man is manufactured. He doesn't enjoy challenges, in my opinion. He's just there for the money. If it's somebody that he can beat, he'll take that. No questions asked. That's why after all that back and forth and all that time for him supposedly talking in talks to fight Wilder, what happened? This man asked for $50 million off top his head, like, shit, give me $50 million, like it was at, $50 million, like nobody was going to have it. And then when they had it, he still didn't fight him. I thought you liked money. I thought this is why you fought. Nah, you don't want to get your ass beat, though. It's like the same type of bud, and it's the same energy. Why is he laying out? And something happened, yo. Smith laid him out. I guess he's giving him time to get up and recover. Would he low blowed him or some shit? I don't know. But other fighters like money, though. You know what I'm saying? So I do get it. You know what I'm saying? But they not the same like AJ. AJ is on some other shit. But Derek James, The fact that he is trainer of the year and you just left Robert Garcia, which has a lot of fighters, he does a lot of people good. You know what I'm saying? You do see difference with hell. I seen difference with AJ after Robert Garcia had him for one training camp. But you got to stay with a certain trainer to actually get full benefit. Salute to you, Crush the Legend. What's good with you, Mr. PSA? What's good, But you gotta stay with a trainer to actually get full benefit. For him switching to Derek James is not gonna make that big of a difference. He's not fighting somebody as good as we know, like Usyk, and fighting Franklin. But at the same time, why switch? I just feel like you over there just to bring people down. You want some type of whack ass tour. Like I don't even want you to taint this man's name. You already was saying bad shit about Robert Garcia. You were saying shit about him, saying that he didn't, he made you leave everything in the gym. That's why, this, that, and the third, bruh. I just don't like it. I don't want him to be part of the shit at all. Like, I don't even want Derek James to be part of this shit, yo. I don't think he's going to lose versus Franklin under Derek James, but it all depends on if you listen to the person in the corner. If you don't listen to Derek James, you're going to lose anyway. Shit happens. But, man, Josh Taylor, yo. Salute to you, Skills from New Orleans. What's good with you? What's happening? Appreciate you. Oh, shit. Oh, it's weak ass. $50 million, man. Who you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton. No bullshit. G14 classified. No bullshit. Josh Taylor, yo. Bob Arum said Josh Taylor would take apart Gervonta Davis. You know what? I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that and talk about Josh Taylor ducking fucking Jack Catterall to fight Teofimo. Let's talk about that first. That's a duck and a half, bro. You waited all of this time before you got back in the ring with somebody that dropped you and clearly whooped your motherfucking ass, yo. Clearly whooped your ass. Like, you should want good back. He dropped you. Come on now. You should want some type of rematch. But I don't think he's ready for this shit. He ain't ready for this shit. He don't even want to move up. This man is stuck in between a rock and a hard place. You stuck at a weight class that you took over, but scared to fight people that already dropped him and somebody already dropped and whooped your ass. But scared to move up. All in the same sentence. So what you do? You fight Teofimo. The person at his last fight, he was asking cameras and the people that was in front of him in the ring, his whole damn team. You asking your whole team, do you still got it? That's the person you choose to fight. Out of all these killers that's been at 140, that's been trying to move up the weight class to fight you, you let this bum that lost at 135 moved up with nothing. Had 2 fights and to fight you instead of fighting the rematch in between Jack Catterall or fighting somebody that's worth fighting, somebody that's been in the weight class, that's who you choose to fight. Yo, that shit is a duck and a half, yo. That shit is a motherfucking duck. And in my opinion, Josh Taylor gonna beat Teal's ass. Teal don't have a chance in hell to beat Josh Taylor. I ain't trying to hear that shit. In my opinion, I don't think he hit harder than Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis sat down on shots all damn night versus Josh Taylor. He sat there right there in the paint, and both of them was trading left and rights. He was hitting it with Gervonta Davis sit-down punches. That's how he was sitting in front of fucking Josh Taylor throwing punches and landing on his ass. Josh Taylor's eye looked like he got hit by a tire iron. His whole eye was black, bubbled, and everything. I don't think you're going to flash knock down Josh Taylor. I think Josh Taylor is going to flash knock down your motherfucking ass. I think Josh Taylor going to beat your ass. Salute to you, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz and more. Salute to you, man. What's good with you, young man? I'm glad you came through. South D-Town was good with you. It said the gas tank that Derek James fighters have, if AJ can get anything he needs to get a gas tank out of his training, could help him a lot. He the one who said I'm 21 stone or whatever the fuck he was crying about. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, for him to say money's the motivation and titles ain't your motivation. It seemed like he was faking in the beginning of your career. You seem like a fucking fraud. You seem like a phony. You was acting like all the fuck you wanted was them damn titles. That's all you wanted. One, and when you won that last 1, 2, 3, one more time. Come on, bro. You was acting like you wanted the titles the whole time. And if you didn't give a fuck about the titles, why the hell did you take the titles from Usyk and throw them out of the ring? Nigga, they not yours and you don't care about them. Get the fuck on with that bullshit, yo. Something is fishy about that his whole statement didn't even run me the right way. I was like, yo, how the fuck you gonna say money motivates you? And the way you came out this bitch, you and Eddie is two phonies out this bitch. Came out here singing and dancing some one shit, and then now you singing another tune. What's going on? Y'all are fucking lunching, for real. Why you grab the titles from him and throw it out the ring if you don't care about if money's your motivation? You just got paid. The fight is over. What you mad for? It was a good fight. You fought hard. It was good. You ruined the way everybody looked at you with that fucking speech, and especially throwing them damn titles out the ring. But why did you throw them out the ring if all you cared about is the paycheck? You swelling, bro. You are full of shit. That man is full of shit. Not trying to hear it. Salute to you, Kings of Kings Boxing. What's good with you? His eye. His eye was purple as shit. His eye was purple as a motherfucker. EJ and Jim gonna kill that fool. Yo, they gonna kill him. And they gonna make fun of him too, yo. They gonna say some shit. Yo, I don't know if he gonna like the gym. I don't know if he gonna like it. Yo, they probably fuck around with him at the gym. You know they're going to spar his big ass. You know they're going to want to. They're going to want to spar his ass. They ain't going to take it easy on him either. He ruined himself by ducking. Yo, for sure he did. Salute to Almighty Law. What's good with you? Appreciate you for stopping by. Salute to Omega Red. Peace and blessings to you. What's good with you? But Jack Catterall beat his ass, man. I don't know one person that was like, no, Josh won that. Nah, bro. Josh lost that fight. In my opinion, you lost versus Regis Prograis. And you only reason why you got the knockdown versus Ramirez is because you did something dirty. And that's a whole different thing. A lot of people not thinking about that. They ain't thinking about that part. How do you think Tio's gonna deal with the dirty shit that Josh Taylor does? At the end of the last 2 rounds of the fight versus Lomachenko, and Lomachenko hit him with that headbutt. He was like, yo, he's a dirty. See, you know, I didn't know he was dirty. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But he landed that headbutt on your ass. Nobody said shit. What you gonna do when he lands some shit on your motherfucker? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Josh Taylor do to you what he did to Ramirez to get some space and land that shot and drop your ass? What, you gonna cry about it? The person I see getting flash knockdown is him. It's Tio. Just like he got flash knocked down, twice against Sandor Martin? Sandor flashed his ass twice. Dirty. Dirty. Flashed you raw twice. Josh Taylor is going to hurt him. Josh Taylor is going to hurt him. His pops is going to be crying at, the judges. If you don't stop him, you're going to be crying at the judges, and the ref was all for Josh Taylor. But for real, I don't even care. Y'all asked for this. Y'all moved up in weight and kept saying no to everybody and just wanted Josh Taylor like he the only motherfucking person that fight at 140. He's not even the undisputed champion no more. It's not like you fighting for all the titles. He got one title. You could have fought anybody in the damn weight class. You fought somebody that nobody knew, Pedro, and Sandor Martin, which beat you. Sandor Martin beat you. He beat him. I don't think he deserved the nod over Sandor Martin. The worst come to worst, you could have gave it a draw. But in my opinion, he beat you. Josh Taylor, though. Josh Taylor has been getting around off doing dirty shit in hometown advantage, judges, and the ref, if you want to say that. That's what he's been getting by and getting this shit. Granted, I'm going to give it to him. He fought a lot of good fights, beat a lot of good fighters to become undisputed, to get where he was at. But his last couple fights, is a little suspect. I'm just saying. And I think this one is kind of suspect too. Yes, he's running from Barbosa. In my opinion, Tio is running from fucking everybody. He's running from Regis. I don't even care what he says about him wanting to fight and all that shit. I don't believe it. I'm from the show me state. I'm not from the one-liners. I'm from the show me state. Out this from the country, we straight up do shit. We don't talk about it. Like this, Tio is a talker. All he do is clout chase. He finds somebody to clout chase him and do it. Like that's all he does. What do y'all think he's gonna do if he did win and get the WBO? What y'all think he's gonna do with it? Y'all think he's gonna unify? I don't think he's going to unify at all. Salute to you, Miss Tyra Do in the house. What's good? TWT in the building. What's good, Queen? What's happening with you? Like, yeah. I don't know nothing about that, man. But Josh Taylor, though, we can talk about that real quick. Josh Taylor has been getting by doing dirty shit, home advantages, and all that other shit. He got outboxed and dropped by Jack Catterall, and he don't want to fight him no more. That's basically what the fuck is going on. Okay. In my opinion, Regis Prograis has been raising his hand anytime somebody doesn't have a fight because of somebody injured or can't. He'll fill in. That's what he's about right now. He's about filling in. So Jack Catterall hit him up and was like, basically, both of us are being ducked. And I'm ready when you're ready. In my opinion, that's saying, let's fight next. I'm with that shit. And Regis been about the smoke. I never heard him talk about Jack Catterall. I'm not saying he didn't. I ain't never heard it. So I would like to see that fight if Regis is up to it. Because for Jack Catterall to at him and reach out to him and say what he said, that's telling me Jack ain't scared of you, Regis, and want that work. So, since you're a prize fighter, and I know that's what you want, go ahead. Fight Jack Catterall next. I like that fight. I'm chilling. What's in the cup? I know that ain't Kool-Aid. Nah, I don't drink Kool-Aid. It's this Ciroc. It's $20 at the liquor store I be going to. It's been $20 for months, so I keep going. Salute to you, Picasso. Ain't nobody. You just got in here. Stop it. Stop playing. Michael Johnson, boxing, talking more. Salute to you, dude. Foot wasn't hurt. See how fast he got out his seat. Who? What you talking about? I'm tripping. I don't know who had a hurt foot. I don't know what. But I need to see that fight next. I want that. I want it. And I heard Bob Merrim say that Josh Taylor will take Tank apart. He said that Tank is not a polished fighter and doesn't have experience like that on a high level. And he's saying that Josh Taylor does. Now, the thing is with Bob, Bob, you stick up for your fighters and say nice and pleasant things about them at the wrong damn time. In my opinion, you choose the wrong opportunity to say certain shit. All right. Josh Taylor is been MIA. I didn't say he was kidnapped as a joke because nobody heard nothing from him. Nobody seen his ass nowhere. Nobody bumped into him. The camera didn't pick him up in the corner. Nobody smelt this cologne or seen this motherfucking shadow. And you're going to sit there and say, oh, he's not that experienced and he's not a polished fighter. Yo, Josh Taylor ain't shit. Last time I checked, America was bigger than the UK. And the last time I checked, Tank probably got the same amount of fans as Josh Taylor does in his own fucking country. But I guarantee you, more people know who Gervonta Davis is than they know who fucking Josh Taylor is. And he's been undisputed. So regardless of what you say about his experience level and him being polished, bro, he got more in his tool bag than Josh Taylor do. That's why he used dirty tactics to do it. Josh Taylor has been dropped. He's been seen looking bad, eyes shut, and all types of shit, bleeding and all types of shit. Tank ain't none of that shit happened to Tank. Nothing, none of that shit. Salute to you, Zenith360. What's good with you? Glad you stopped by. Teach, what's good? What's happening? He can't leave his country. Yo, I heard that shit too. Like, bruh, stop. When you say things like that, yo, he's not a polished fighter. Like, what makes Josh... If Josh Taylor was polished, he wouldn't have got dropped. His last win wouldn't have been questionable. He wouldn't have to do no damn rematch. Why you got to do a rematch if you won in the first place? And it seemed like you running from a rematch. But you need a tune-up? You an undisputed champ that need a tune-up after winning a match that you got dropped in so you can be ready for the rematch. That shit doesn't even sound right. Like who, Anthony Jones? Like who? Of course, they don't have the same people on the resume, but what's the dogs that you're talking about? Salute to you, Talib Cunningham. What's good with you? Right. Right. Salute to you, NBA D Nice. Bob just needed to promote Josh because he's been in my... Exactly. But yes, man. Josh Taylor will get his ass beat by Tank because Josh Taylor ass likes standing around too much. You don't even move enough. And I understand you're the bigger man, but you see what happens to all the other bigger men that don't know how to fucking move their feet versus Gervonta Davis? You see what happens to all of them? That shit ain't gonna work. If you fight Gervonta Davis the way you fought Regis, bet your ass get knocked the fuck out. And I don't care how many shots Regis hit you with. Regis was playing down. Regis was fighting your fight. I don't even know why he did that shit. But he still won because he pointed you in everything. Body punches, jabs, power punches. He outpointed. He landed more shots in all categories. Taylor and Tank a weird... Exactly. Taylor, he's a popcorn away from 147. Exactly. And he's scared to go up there because he's going to get that ass beat. Watch you say Regis. Man, I don't know if he's going to say anything. There he is. Boom. Regis, Ivan, Red Catch? Ivan, what Ivan you talking about, yo? I don't even think... Did he fight Ivan Red Catch? I don't even know what Ivan you talking about. Jose Ramirez, yo, he had to do something dirty just to get... Bro, he was fighting Ramirez dirty as a bit. He did what he had to do, though. Jack Catterall, yo, you come on. You know he didn't win that fight. They're not better than... No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Regis beat him. And I just said Regis beat him. The judges did that shit because it was his hometown. Jack Catterall beat him. Jose Ramirez, he had to do some dirty shit just to win that fight. And Jose Ramirez wasn't even fighting the way he was supposed to fight in that damn fight. And Styles. I don't even know what Ivan you're talking about, yo. I don't even know who Ivan is, yo. No bullshit. Regis did win. Go back and look at them punch stats. For anybody watched it, fight again. Shit. Regis won that fight. Jack Catterall won that fight too. This man is not that good, yo. I don't know, Picasso. We all thought Regis won. That's right. No one praised Catterall until Taylor struggled with him. Exactly. Ivan Barech. Yo, I didn't even see that fight. I didn't even see that fight. Yeah, he was rough. He was rough and red. Yeah, he was, bro. He was doing a lot to Ramirez, yo. He was doing a lot to Ramirez. I gave Josh 4 rounds in that Catterall fight. 4 rounds. This man scared to move up to 140, 147 out this bitch. Hell no. Hell to the now. But the men are in 2 different weight classes, and I'm not comparing them. Bob Arum compared them. I believe somebody asked him or something. Bob Arum compared them. When it comes to you comparing the resume of somebody that fights at 130, 140 to somebody that fights weight classes above, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. But if we talking style for style, he gets his ass beat by Gervonta Davis because of what he does in the ring. What he continues to do, that's why he ends up doing something dirty to the fighter, because they capitalize on it each and every round. Power is what shut down fighters. Power. Skill, in my opinion, moving around and having boxing IQ, that right there, a fighter's going to only do what he's able to do. If a fighter's better than him, more skilled than him, he's not going to be able to do much. He can still try every single round. He's not going to succeed because the other fighter's better. When it comes to somebody that has power, when you try to do what you want and he get to you, you shut shit down. Fight is over. You get stopped or you get dropped, or now you can't do that no more. Now the plan changes. Gervonta Davis is smart enough to take away somebody's jab. He knows how to do that. He's quick enough to get in and out. Feet-wise. Quick enough with his hands. Power in both hands. Different punches you got to watch out for. You can't say that about anybody that he fought. Red Check, Regis, Ramirez, Jack Catterall. None of them 4 fighters have the things that Gervonta Davis has. None of them. Josh Taylor, in my opinion, looks to me, he fight kind of like fucking Barrios. Kinda. It's not like he don't really move around the ring that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't really, it's not nothing special that Tank ain't never seen. But somebody, a puncher like Tank, somebody that fast, that small, that move like that, nah. With the hand speed, nah, bro. I don't see that. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I'm not even sure. I can't even. Was talking about how Taylor pulled out with a. Yes, you're right. He didn't handle damn ankle injury. Ramirez just struggled and went the distance with Pedraza. Exactly. I thought it was a draw, but now Ramirez a dog, but Pedraza wasn't. I think Barrios can beat Taylor. Bruh, Barrios look good as hell. Can we talk about how good Barrios look his last fight when he fought Santiago? Man, he's filling out at 147.80. He looked big as a bitch. Bro, he looked like he visibly, face-wise, he like the younger brother. But on the outside, you like the older brother beating up the younger brother. Like, Santiago looked 2 weight classes smaller than that motherfucker. Santiago looked small. He beat the shit out of Santiago. He fought totally different. He fought brave. I do know he got a different trainer now. Fighters just look different after fighting Tank. That's one thing. Salute to you, Roger. He says Tank won't get credit for stopping Barrios, though. Nah, he didn't. He ain't even. And I remember Devin Haney did ask Devin. I don't know why people do this. See, the people, the host, the people that be interviewing does this. They bring up Gervonta to Devin and bring up Devin to Gervonta at weird and awkward times. And they say stupid shit. That's what gets the back and forth going. Mario looks like he been in welterweight. Right, like he been there. No bullshit. Salute to you, Tay. What's good with you? I appreciate you in the super chat. The queen of MMA combat and entertainment in the building. Hashtag support the queen of boxing. What is good with you, queen? Appreciate you. Say Barrios did look good. Probably should have started with Santiago. Right. Keith was crazy to start off your career at 147. Exactly. Barrios like 6 foot and Tank's 5'5". Exactly. That man did not grow an inch or two and then he's 6 foot. That motherfucker been 6 foot. He been 6 foot. It was evident to me when that last weigh in or whatever, and they were standing like away from each other, and Tank reached over and grabbed. Bro, when they was looking at each other, Tank was like this. Like, bro, he was looking right head each all the way back. Like, he was looking up to Barrios like a motherfucker. Like, let's just be 100. And the only reason why he won't get credit is because it's Gervonta Davis. If it was anybody else, he'll get credit like a motherfucker. But they asked Devin Haney for some reason. I don't know why. It was dumb. The question was dumb. But it was dumb to ask. But he was like, what do you think about... All he said was, what do you think about Gervonta Davis' fight that he just had with Barrios? Because the fight was over. Okay. He said, basically, I have it in my phone somewhere. But basically what he said was that Gervonta Davis is ducking smoke at 135. That's why he skipped it and moved all the way up to 140. And basically he reiterated that Tank is ducking basically at smoke at 140. That's why he fought Barrios. And then they asked him, how is Barrios? And he said, man, I spar Barrios, man. And he was like, so what about the sparring? He was like, he a nice guy. That's basically what he said. That's all he said. And you remember what I said last week about sparring and Devin saying that everybody Tank fight is sorry because he know that because he sparred him. Like I said last week, people do not practice with sorry people on purpose. People don't do that. And when it comes to boxing, everybody knows who everybody is. Everybody's resume is public fucking knowledge. All right, you can look it up. Things that happen in people's life as fighters is public knowledge. People's fights are public knowledge. You can see all of that. When it comes to people that fight, especially Devin Haney, he know people on the outside. He know, like, he can ask somebody's background or their amateur career, and they probably can give him more detail and insight than we can find out Googling. Like, he know who these motherfuckers are that he sparred. You don't choose to spar Gervonta Davis more than once. Shakur Stevenson more than once. Hector Garcia more than once. Who knows how many times you sparred Barrios. You don't choose to spar these people and then choose for them to come back if they such trash. You just don't do it. And just like I said about Lomachenko, why did he choose to spar Shakur Stevenson? Why did Shakur Stevenson go there looking for work? These fighters know, all right? Ain't no, we picked somebody out the hat and it just so happened it was this who it was and we sparred him anyway and he was trash and Tank fights these fighters. Like, come on with the bullshit. That shit doesn't even make any sense. Salute to you, Talib Cunningham. I appreciate you in the super chat. He says, just a little something for reading my comments in the chat. Thanks for the content. Do your thing, little sis. I appreciate you. I'm always going to read your comments though, bro. For real. Barrios food at 147. I think he is, but he can, he can make some fights. He can be on some undercards. He can make it, entertaining because this fight was pretty good. I have to admit, it was pretty good. You think Rolly has a chance against? I need to see that dude fight. I can't even answer that question because I haven't seen him fight. But since he's a champion at 147 at a higher weight class, no. So we can, and he says, so we could get that. Bruh, I would love for Matias to fight Rolly. I would absolutely love to see that shit. But I don't think I'm going to get my wish. I don't think Rolly's going to beat him. No. Rolly's best bet is the fact that he is not a power puncher. It's the fact that he's awkward. These fighters that train for years, decades, and decades, since they were kids, they're used to punches landing a certain way if a certain punch is thrown. What I'm trying to say is, if a jab is thrown, they used of it thrown a certain way, so they can kind of guess where that punch is going to land. Now, if you are a type of person that's an awkward fighter, you're not going to throw it the conventional way. So it might land. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with the hooks. Same thing with the uppercuts. Period. They move their whole body in an awkward way. They do things awkward. They throw punches at awkward times. That's his best thing going for Rolly. That's his best thing. I don't think it's his power. I don't. And being that Gervonta Davis is a knockout artist, it's hard to see. But I understand if Tank really said he didn't put that much into it. You know what I'm saying? I done seen people take a hard punch from Gervonta Davis, a hard punch, and keep fighting. Okay, the fact that shit had him woozy like that, just like I said, the man has a freaking glass. He's kind of chinny, bro. Rolly is kind of chinny. Believe that shit. He didn't see the punch coming, and that's all it took. I'm not saying that anybody can knock him out and stun him or something, nah. But if he get hit in exchange and he don't see the punch coming, let it have a little bite on it. He gonna get dropped. That's honestly how I feel about it. I want Rolly to get that belt. Exactly. Want to see that ass beat. Salute to you, Leon Robinson. How you doing? How you been? Did I see you come in earlier? He definitely is food at 147. Barrios will be an entertaining punching bag up there. Exactly. He actually would. Salute to you, Big Dog Willie. What's good with you? Salute, birthday twin. What's good with you? Said food at 147 because 147 has so much smoke versus Cambosis and JoJo being food at 126. 130 and 135 means you have no room to say shit about anyone competent. Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. Rolly ain't gonna get that belt. He better not. Rolly gonna get hit with that left. I think he's gonna get hit with a lot of things because moving backwards works on short fighters. It does. It works on them to a certain extent. When you get a fighter that want to move their feet to your ass, you're gonna have an issue. But moving backwards ain't gonna work with somebody your size. It's just not. You still gonna get your ass beat. You're still gonna get hit. Linares, who got knocked out in one round, who he tried to fight at 140. Man, please. If your best win is Gary Leftovers, you need to stop talking about other people's resume. Exactly. What this gonna do with Devin? What this gonna do with Devin? Got it? What you mean? What you mean? What did I say? What did I say? Salute to you, Jab Jamboree. What's good with you? Salute to you. Because Ashley just said Devin trashed Barrios as a win. Exactly. Yes. He did. Somebody wrote in the chat that I think it was Zena. He said that Devin, no, it was Roja or one of them. Tank's not going to get respect, not going to get credit for beating Barrios. And yeah, he's not. And that's the one person that I remember not giving him any credit. And honestly, being that question ain't disrespectful to Devin Haney, all he did was ask you what you think about the fight. If you don't want to hear that shit, you could have voiced that attitude honestly to the person asking the question. Could have been like, this don't have nothing to do, this interview don't have shit to do with Tank. It's just what you could have said. Well, if you wanted to answer the question, you could have been like, I don't give a fuck. You could have just said you didn't care. You understand? You didn't have to say what you said. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think it's been a time where they asked Tank about Devin and it wasn't a disrespectful question and Tank got disrespectful. Devin does that all the time, though. Peep it. He does it all the time. Salute to you, Everlasting Williams. Salute to you. What's good with you? I was expecting Tank to clown Rolly, at least from the YouTube interview I've seen. When they asked him about Rolly, he kept it classy. He always do. But who gets the bad rap? I feel like me when it comes to my family. People be saying I'm the black sheep, but I'm not. It's a list of things that I have never did. They did a list. So it's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think they about the main event's about to start. You got the mariachi band out there. Somebody walking out, and I can't see who it is because it's sombrero as big as a whore. Okay. No bull. But he said Devin Haney was asked, what do you think about Gervonta Davis win versus Barrios? It was during an interview about Devin Haney, of course, and I don't know why, but the person threw in that question. That's all that was said. And Devin Haney said that he was ducking smoke at 135. That's why Gervonta Davis fought Barrios, is because he was ducking at 130. At 135. He skipped 135 and went to 140 because he was ducking. Basically said that Dario better cook this dude. He basically said that Barrios ain't a good fighter because he sparred him. Facts, because they asked Tank about JoJo, and all Tank said was Devin will win. He didn't try to downplay JoJo. Devin does it right, unprovoked, exactly, all the time, and people act like they don't see it. Think about Tank versus Reyes. I'm about to start making videos about that, since now Gervonta Davis did come out and say that they're locked in for April 11th. I believe I made a video 2 months ago before anybody else put the date out. I put the date out, but they changed it to the week after. I put out April 8th and they changed it to the Saturday after that. So that's the fight date. And if Tank said we locked in, now I'm going to start talking about it. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Gervonta Davis does have the chance to sell the arenas out like he does all the time, especially with somebody that's a big name also, regardless of what he has or what he didn't do in boxing. He does sell. Ryan Garcia does sell. And he's projected to break some records, break pay-per-view records. So we'll see. As far as who's going to win, I always go with Gervonta Davis all the time till the wheels fall off. Anthony Jones, yo, he says, what's good, yo? He says Richardson Hitchens and Kenny Sims Jr. are dark horses at 140. Yep. I made a video about the people you should know at 140. Both of them are on it. Both of them are on it. Kenneth Sims is a very good fighter. Kenneth Sims Jr., he was a sparring partner for Manny Pacquiao for quite some time. He worked with top ranks, top fighters, along with Bud Crawford also, and he beat Elvis Rodriguez. As far as Richardson Hitchens, man, he looked good as hell his last fight. I have to admit, I was impressed. I was like, okay, let's go. I like the black sheep comment. Indeed, I resemble that. Exactly, man. It's be bull. Tank normally he don't care. Yeah. Tank normally he don't really care about that man. Check the super chats. What super chats? I missed the super chat. Oh shit, my bad. Salute to you, Leon Robinson, in the super chat. My bad, yo. My bad not saluting on the way in. It was good boxing talk. As soon as I stepped and I forgot my manners. Salute and blessings, McQueen. My bad. I'm sorry. I really thought that I missed your first comment though. I really thought I missed it. But I appreciate you. I appreciate your comment. Appreciate your super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Bill Haney wished Haney was a star like Tank. Y'all better worry about Loma. I believe that. I believe so. I've been said that man is straight up jealous. That's what it is. He moved up to your weight class after talking all that trash. Just like I said, he said he ducked smoke when he left 130, skipped 135, and fought Barrios at 140. Came back though. He fighting at 135, but at that time, right after he fought, what's his name? Barrios, Devin Haney was saying he was ducking 135. So now that he got in the weight class, all he needed to do was fight one person, and he was number one. He was ranked number one over Devin Haney, and he had the titles. So you were jealous. I understand. And nobody talks that much about a fighter. Nobody. Like Gervonta Davis, after all the stuff that's going on with him, and people think he's so childish, man, the money keep him silent. He busy. Okay. Devin got businesses on top of his money. And he still be up this bitch talking. Like, bro, you bothered. You salty. You feel some type of way. You're the one with the problem, not Tank. Just is what it is. Common sense. You the one with the motherfucking problem for sure. People act like they don't see it. Yo. They don't. People don't. They act like they don't see that shit. Like Tank beat the shit out of his ass, and people act like I'm talking about will beat Taylor. In my opinion, he'll beat Devin Haney too. That's just my opinion. Y'all can have y'all entitled to y'all's. I don't beat down people from having their opinion. Don't try to beat me down either, because it's telling you it's not going to end up the way you like. Not. They need to hurry up and announce it weeks away. Yeah, Tank was on the Rise podcast. It was a video on the Rise podcast. He's working out. You can check it out. It's only a few minutes long. And he said that they were locked in for that date. So he fighting somebody. Shit, April 11th. He fighting, April, what is it? April something. 15th or 16th or something like April 15th, I think. Tank can fight me and sell out. Exactly. No bullshit. No bullshit. The man got the juice. Agrees Hitchin looks sharp. Sharp as a motherfucker. Salute to DOG215. Salute to you. Say salute, Ash. So glad you see through AJ. He's a fraud. He a fraud to the fifth. To the fifth power out this bitch. Hitchens is a good defensive boxer, but I don't see him beating any of the champs. Yo, Gary Antoine should get that name. Get that name on his resume. Yeah, man. In my opinion, the longer people wait, I think Hitchens is going to be moved correctly. I think he's going to wipe out some people that, got zeros and stuff. He's going to get a good resume. People should fight him now. I believe he's going to get better, though. He's going to get better. He looked real good. It's a lot of people at 140 that can launch Hitchens before he get a big name like that, like Gary Antoine, or a killer like Gary Antoine, or a championship or a title fight, a title shot. Like Hitchens, you still got the Brandon Lees of the division. Undefeated with a lot of wins, a lot of knockouts, being pushed. You got them of the division to beat. Like, he still got it's some fights there. It really is. It's some fights for him. Devin has so many good fights at 140 to make, and somehow, instead of looking forward to those matchups, they'd rather be salty about Tank. Let it go, bruh. I'm about to cook on that. I'm finna cook on that situation. Hitchens safety first. He should have KO'd that dude he was fighting. Yeah, he don't got power like that. Alicia Baumgardner was fighting on her period, and yet these dudes can't make these big fights. I should be ashamed. Yo, we live life on that period. Believe that straight up. Life don't stop. Whatever needs to go down goes down. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Hitchens versus Yo, I'm telling you, battle of the jabs. I would love to see that fight. I talked about that fight, I believe, last live or live before that. But because he sat there and said that he believes a better fight. Yo, they still just jumping around. They ain't even fight yet. But yeah, he said that he's better than Devin. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see him prove it. No bullshit, yo. No bullshit. I would love to see that fight. What is it about Devin Haney's father that makes him so jealous, that it's jealous about Tank's can't, or should I say his trainer? Man, jealousy. I honestly believe they are the type that don't want nobody to have their own opinion if it doesn't agree with theirs. And honestly, they probably say that's cool, but it all depends on you picking against his son. They don't like that. Just like Bud don't like when people pick against him. They don't like when people pick against him. And because Tank's a big name, but Devin got undisputed, he will forever feel some type of way because Devin don't have the same type of shine that Gervonta Davis has, in my opinion. I think it's small. I think it doesn't matter. I think if they never made it a big deal, it wouldn't be one. They honestly can go about their career a lot differently and don't have to cross paths with Tank at all, honestly. But it seems like they rather sit around them in the vicinity and try to take fans from Tank by discrediting and disrespecting them. And that's just the only thing that I can't rock with that part. Tank could very well beat anybody south of 147 and a slew at 147. Nobody would feel safe in their ring with that little nigga. No bullshit. That's real talk. It's real talk. Hitchens want that Montana work. He'll beat Montana ass, in my opinion. Hitchens got some pop. You just don't see, like, His aim is KO. Yeah, you're right. It seemed like he's more of a boxer. He would rather box you. But he walks forward more than Devin, in my opinion. Like, he be walking forward and getting with motherfuckers, in my opinion. Facts, Ashley. Tank is that dude through 140 pounds, period. My money's on Tank over everybody through 140. Exactly. My money on him, too. Ain't nobody, I can't just go against Tank. I didn't see him do too much. I didn't see he had more styles than anybody I ever seen in boxing. I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me who has more styles, who showed more fighting styles than Gervonta Davis that fights right now. Tell me. I think AJ will get a heart like on Wizard of Oz by working with Derek James. Man, if he does that shit, Derek James need a double award. He need a new award. We need to give that man a belt. Make a belt out the next award and give it to him. Shit. Give him the Golden Heart Award out this motherfucker. Hitchens shit said he was off the Love fight, but Love tried to get out of it. I believe that shit. Cause he a boxer, yo. I don't see nobody on the zone at 140 Beach and Hittens. Not at the zone. No, I don't see nobody over there unless somebody I'm not thinking about. I see nobody over there. Hitchens said he would fight Devin, but Devin trashed him and said he'd fight nobodies. Oh, I'm so... The thing is, we pick Devin in every fight. It's the same fan base. Exactly. Ain't no jealousy. Man, he jealous, bro. What is it? Tell me that. What do you think it is, Jay Grant? Why do you think Bill Haney made copies of Gervonta Davis' mugshot and plastered it and gave it to people and handed it out? Not even a day after he got arrested. And then the next day, it came out that he was innocent. Why did he do that? Why did he do it? I just don't understand. It's all I'm going to chalk it up to is jealousy. I'm not going to go deeper than that. I think he's jealous. I think Bill's doing what he's got to do to get the fight. Tank's a star, plain and simple, and he's the only star with Devin's reach. Within Devin's reach. All right, okay. If that's the case, then he don't have to go about it like this to get it. When you look at everybody that Devin Haney's fought, just like I said about Kell Brook, Kell Brook called Earl Spence. He was the only one that was a chocolate brownie. Okay, why is it that you have to go at the fighter that's the biggest star like this to get the fight, especially if it hasn't been working thus far? Definition of insanity is to keep doing the same shit and think you're going to get a different result. It never really was. These two men know each other outside of boxing. And Tank said it. Like, these people they know how to get in contact with him. A lot of this shit is just clout to make other fighters as big as Gervonta Davis. You see, you attach your name to Gervonta Davis, and other people will see you if you attach your name to him. You take a loss to Gervonta Davis, more people will see you. You'll have more fans, more people will come to you. It just happens like that. So it's a lot you can do. The sad part is that it's all negative. It's all the wrong shit. And I know a lot of people be like, well, it's just talking shit. I'm telling you, this is the reason why y'all don't get fights that y'all want. It's because you're too used to applauding shit talk. Applaud somebody sending a contract. Applaud somebody putting out that they want to fight this person and they actually spoke to the right people. Applaud that shit. And then when the fight gets made, you can applaud all the shit talk you want. But if us as fans, and not me, because I don't do this shit, because I don't like shit talk. Like I said, I'm not from the place where everybody loves that shit. I'm not from there. All right? I don't like shit talk. I like fighting. I watch fighting. I don't watch debates. Okay? I don't watch freestyles. I don't watch your mama jokes. I don't watch none of that shit. I watch action. That's what I like. That's what I do. I like action. Now, anybody can go online and talk shit about another fighter. A lot of stuff don't need to be done. Bill giving people mug shots ain't something that need to be done to get a fight. This is supposed to be about feeding your family, if it ever was. If it ever was about feeding your family, this is way beyond that. And beyond that, this is business, right? It's business, right? Even Gary Russell that said you know how he feels about Gervonta Davis. He said, no, this ain't beef, this is business. After all the stuff that he said, he still said this is business. I'm telling you right now, Gary Russell don't have the type of mentality to spread out Tank's mugshot. He wouldn't do that. Nobody in his family would do that. But Bill did it. Is that how you get a fight? Nobody else did no shit like that. Like, people went to jail. How come? Okay, so how about if Frank Martin started putting out the mugshot of whenever Bill went to jail, just to get a Devin fight? Would y'all respect that? Like, come on, man. I just think a lot of people don't give a fuck because it's Tank, and a lot of people that they respect don't give a fuck about Tank, so it's easy to talk about it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't. I regret not seeing Tank when he fought in the UK. Look, I'm gonna skip because there's a lot going on. A lot. He handed it out. He handed it out to people in the street. He went live. He handed it out. There's videos about that shit. He handed that shit out. I can't hold you on that. I didn't like that mugshot shit. Nah, I didn't like that mugshot shit either, bro. I'm just saying, like, come on. It's gotta be a thing. It gotta be some type of line. There's no rules at all when it comes to Tank, just because it's Tank, but it's rules when it comes to everybody else. Come on now. Shit. Kambosos called this man a rat. Kambosos did all that shit. Come on, man. Let's just be honest, man. These are two black young men that's rich. Kambosos' wife said she was getting her nigger on. Where's his disrespect? Where's his disrespect? I'm just saying, man. Let's be 100. He a star, so why claim they better because they just want to fight the best, and it's not sight numbers. Which is it? Bro, I don't. Salute to you, Prince Akey. Salute to you. How you doing? The zone is like Gilligan Gonzalez. That's it. What did Devin do? Man, Devin is allowing all of this shit to happen, man. I understand that's his pops, but yo, he can stop the shit. That's his trainer. Isn't it his manager too? Does he manage Devin? No? Yes? Maybe so. If you want to know exactly what Devin is doing, Devin is clout chasing. Devin doesn't have many intention in doing what y'all think he's doing. Fighting the best and fighting somebody that he should be fighting is Shakur Stevenson and no one else. Or maybe Frank Martin. If you're going to stay at 135 pounds, you should fight Shakur Stevenson or Frank Martin. It has nothing to do with Gervonta Davis. Nobody should be talking about Gervonta Davis unless it has to do with Ryan Garcia. They're talking about the second fight. They're talking about the rematch, ladies and gentlemen. The rematch, fellas. That means the first fight is fine. There's nothing wrong with the contract of the first fight. There's something in the contract that's wrong with it being a rematch. That means all parties are fine with them fighting each other. So what's happening is Gervonta Davis is most definitely fighting Ryan Garcia next. If anybody has anything to say about Gervonta Davis that's not pertaining to Ryan Garcia, they are full of shit. Tank ain't ducking nobody because he's fighting Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney need to worry about Lomachenko or move the fuck up. If you're going to stay at 145, like you just said, and I don't even want to play this dry fight no more because I got something else to play. If you're going to stay at 145, 135, like I just said, like his father said or whatever, then there's only one thing they need to do. There's only one thing you need to do, and you already said it. So let's go.
Yeah, I did say I just tweeted it. What, like a couple of days ago that I'm I'm coming for all the belts.
Okay, and listen, and I just said that I bet that you ain't gonna do. Devin is gonna beat the shit out of you. That's what I said.
And I bet you that, and I bet you on everything I love, he don't. We can bet whatever. We can bet whatever. We can bet whatever. Listen, we can bet whatever. When we do, it's gonna be for everything, and we gonna see. Yeah. Like I said, we could bet whatever. You know what I'm with. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
I'm saying this.
What does that mean? You know what I'm with? So it means I'm with that same shit that he talking. I bet. I'm with that shit.
You with something? So what? So what are we talking about? You with something I'm not with? Is that what you saying?
I never said y'all wasn't. I said you know that I'm with that shit. Nigga. I never said you wasn't. Okay. Yo. Yeah, I did say.
Now, what did y'all just hear? What did you just hear? Did you just hear him admit that he's going to take that fight? Because that's what I heard. That is what I heard. That's what I heard. I just heard him and his pops basically say that they're going to fight Shakur Stevenson. Now, after that, and I touched on that on my last live or the live before that, probably both lives. I touched on that. Definitely touched that on Mike Biggs' boxing show. Definitely touched on it on that show. Listen, man. He just said he's going to fight. You fast forward that. And matter of fact, during this live, during that, he sat there and said, Bill, you said if it get too hot at 135, you going to move up. At first, he didn't take it serious. But later on in that conversation, he said it again. And he took it serious. And then got mad. Because Devin was online at that time. The first time he said that Devin wasn't on that FaceTime or whatever. So he didn't take it serious. He took it serious the second time. And then now, magically, all of a sudden, you're not moving up to 140. And on top of that, Pop say nobody's getting a belt at 135 pounds in 2023. Is that because you're not going to fight Shakur Stevenson? Because this right here sound like build-up. One more time.
I just tweeted it. What, like a couple of days ago that I'm coming for all the belts.
Okay, and listen, I just said that I bet that you ain't gonna do. Devin is gonna beat the shit out of you. That's what I said.
And I bet you that, and I bet you on everything I love, he don't. We can bet whatever. We can bet whatever. We can bet whatever. Listen, we can bet whatever. When we do, it's gonna be for everything, and we gonna see. Yeah. Like I said, we could bet whatever. You know what I'm with. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
I'm saying this. What does that mean? You know what I'm
so it means I'm with that same shit that he talking. I bet. I'm with that shit.
You with something? So what? So what are we talking about? You with something I'm not with? Shakur? Is that what you're saying?
I never said y'all wasn't. I said you know that I'm with that shit. Okay, so I never said you wasn't. Okay, yo. Yeah, I did say I'm taking.
Salute to you, Drew Titan LLC in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you coming through in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Everybody hit the like button. Now, did y'all just hear him say basically that they're fighting each other? Just make sense of it. Salute to you, great vibe, Ray. Salute to you. What's good with you? Kindly hit the like button. Thanks. Okay. What do you mean by if it get too hot? I'm moving up. Maybe he meant, this is the easiest way to think about it. Maybe he meant hot as in I weigh too much and I can't make this weight no more and I move up. Let's work with that. That's the easiest way to think. I'm not gonna say he's scared of the man. I'm not gonna say that. You ain't scared. They ain't scared to fight each other. I definitely really don't think that. Devin's not scared to fight Shakur. So Shakur's not scared to fight Devin. Nope. I don't believe that whatsoever. Not an ounce, not a drip, not 1%. I don't believe that at all. Salute to you, who Israel. What's good with you? Man, listen. What I do believe is that his ass need to fight Shakur Stevenson at 135 after all of that shit. If you're going to stay, you got to fight him. Because then you sound like Bud. Oh, well, he ain't going to get this and he ain't going to get that. But you only saying it because you know you are never going to fight him. You're only saying that because you're never going to sign a contract. And you fucking know it. Now, it's either one or the other. It's either you're going to fight him or you're not going to fight him. It's either you're going to fight him or you're not going to fight him. Period and point blank at 135 pounds. 2023. It's either you're going to fight Shakur Stevenson or you're not. All right. What did you just say to the man? What'd you say? What's your father just say? What did you vouch for? Sound like y'all about to fight. And after that, you said ain't your father sat there and said, and I don't give a fuck if his father say something or not. Him being the man, if he don't believe that shit, it's up to him to go live and retract that shit. It's up to him. If not, his mouth is your mouth out this motherfucker. I don't care if that's your father and that's a totally different person. That's somebody that supposedly get paid by you. And if that's the case, when it comes to your business, you control his mouth. Just like Devin controlled Church's mouth. When he said something about Tank's mental and he was like, we ain't talking about nobody like that. He changed his tone, but he kept talking about Tank. He just kept the boxing. You see how you can do that? Because I pay you. Okay? Same thing with his pops. He don't got to say all that shit. Let's just be 100. Come on now. These motherfuckers are grown men. I understand he don't control that man, but he paid for him. He make him look a certain type of way. He putting out this image about him. That's his father. That's his person in his corner. He chose to put out the mugshots. He chose to say and do this, that, and the third. That's just how I look at it. Ain't nobody working for me that displays or shows how or think that I'm people. You're not going to have me out here looking like some type of fool because you work for me, because you got on my brand. Now I'm going to tell you what the fuck to do, or you going to take that shit the fuck off and I ain't going to pay you. Like, it's not that hard. I never catch your lives, always on the replay. Salute to you. Right. It's been a minute since you've been in here. So Cambosis was just the right temperature. Exactly. Luke. Bobby Shakur getting the winner. Oh my God. Unless Haney win and move up, which I think he is. If Haney win and move up, fine. That's fine. But don't sit and talk like you're not going to motherfucking, nobody's going to get the titles because nobody's going to beat you. Don't say that. Don't make it sound like that. Now, if you fight one person and you move up in 2023 and leave the titles there and let them scatter and nobody get the titles because they need to fight this Tom, Dick, and Harry before they get that vacant title, cool. But stop making it sound like this, that, and third. All right? This ain't rapping. I don't like double entendres. All right? Speak straight the fuck up. I like being candid, and other people should be that too. Be straight the fuck up. It all fall up under promoting they got, which is good for boxing. That's correct. It's good. Promote, yeah. All that shit's good for boxing. Facts, and more facts too. Damn, I got away from this. I was in the chat like a motherfucker. Let me just say B-Hop is a coon, man. Fuck him. I'm not even gonna talk about goods. I ain't gonna talk about goods. But yeah, I believe Tank vs. Ryan is gonna hit some numbers. No bullshit, y'all. I think it's gonna hit some serious ass numbers because people that hate Tank and Ryan is gonna see this fight, and people that love Tank and Ryan is gonna watch this fight, and people that don't have nothing to do is gonna be trying to get in the door and try to get that pay-per-view last moment and shit. They're gonna get them numbers, yo. I don't know if they're gonna break nothing, but they're gonna get them numbers. I seen Anthony Peterson, bruh. And it's Anthony Peterson once again showing off for Gervonta Davis, letting everybody know he the hardest guy, hardest hitting guy he's ever been in the ring with, sparring or fucking fought, ever been in the ring with, yo. And they sparred a long time ago. Like Tank was a teenager when they sparred. This is when Tank was a teenager and hit him like that. And he's still remembering and keep bringing this shit up. And every time he has an interview. And when you think about that, think about how many fighters he's actually sparred and how many people he's really been in the ring with. That's real shit. That's the same thing as how Tank sparred Sean Porter. And he beat respect out Sean Porter's mouth. Sean Porter speak respectfully now about Tank every time he speak about him. And he admitted that Tank's one of the best people he's ever been in there with. That's what the fuck he said. He said the same shit Anthony Peterson said. And when you think about how many people that all of these people been in the ring with, and all of these fighters that he named and that he said and shit, that shit's crazy as a mug, yo. And he also said Brian Norman Jr.'s name. He said he sparred Brian Norman Jr. recently, a bad motherfucker. But still, Tank's the hardest motherfucker that ever hit you. And he was a teenager when he did it. I rest my case. Salute to you, Dark Truth. What is good with you? Tank has a lot of haters. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Devin is going to beat the brakes off of Lomo. He better. He better, goddammit. If Haney a boss, we can't now say Bill Word is separate from Devin. Exactly. That is correct. Now, let's talk about Canelo before we get. Matter of fact, let's talk about Matias first, and then Canelo. Then we'll get on up out of here. Matias said that he'll put Regis Prograis in the hospital. Bro, I love the energy. Can I tell you how much I love that energy, man? Matias has always been one of them dudes. When I seen him, he looked like a monster. And then after that, shortly after that, he really hurt a fighter, and rest in peace. He passed away shortly after the fight. And then after that, he iced Malik Hawkins. Okay. And then now, you know what I'm saying? He's coming for this title, y'all. And I'm rocking with him. He was also on my list of fighters at 140. You should know, man. After with Gary Antoine fought, there's that dude, the same dude. I just said his name earlier. The same dude is on the tip of my tongue. The same dude that Barrios just beat up. The same dude that AB fought, and it looked like AB kind of lost the fight. When he beat him up, when Gary Antoine beat him up, everybody the next day on Sunday was making videos and lives about his fight and all the fights. I was the first and only person that made a video about him versus Matias, and then that is the fight to see at 140. And I still believe that. I still believe Gary Antoine Russell versus Saribe Matias will be one of the best fights at 140 pounds. By far. One of the best fights. But I think Devin should use his WBC to challenge Prograis to the belt. About that, I would rather see him challenge Tio. I would rather see, if he can. And that's only because I don't think Tio's going to fight him. I think Tio's going to duck him. Champion to champion. If he goes up and get a title, and I don't see Tio beating Josh Taylor, but even if he did, I don't see him fighting each other. Like, he's going to duck him just like he ducked him at 135. So I think he should go after that WBO first, simply because the people at WBO seems to duck a lot. You realize that the people that has the WBO usually, not all the time, but they usually be the last person to fight. They usually be fighting in that undisputed match, usually. Or the only reason why they get picked off is because it's another champion that's under top rank that they want to be champion. Man, it's just the shit that top ranking at WBO be doing is straight trash. So, but you're probably one of the people that think that Devin Haney beats Regis Prograis. I'm not one of the people. I think that's going to be a very hard fight. I don't think that it's hands down a win for, I don't think it's going to be a win. A hands down victory for Devin Haney. I think that's going to be a hard ass fight. And given the new style that Regis Prograis have, he's very herky-jerky. And it is an unconventional style that he used in this last fight. And I don't know how Devin Haney's going to take to it. Honestly, I know he's a good fighter. I know he has a great jab. And I know he's an educated jab, and he moves his feet very well. I know those things about Devin Haney, but the things that you need up there, I don't know that he has until I see that he has it. Until he fights at 140 against somebody that has some talent. That's the only way that I know for sure that he can do it. I'm not really sure that he can take the pop from everybody at that weight class. And a lot of these fighters at 140 don't headhunt as much as the fighters that he fought at 135 pounds, if you understand what I'm saying. There will be body punches being landed and thrown at a high rate because he moves his feet so much. In my opinion, he won't stand there with no damn Regis Prograis. So I understand what y'all are saying, that he might move out and move around the ring and he might outbox him. But I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. I just don't know. Now, Jay Grant, when it comes to that, Regis going to put him in the hospital. I think both of them going to go. I think Matias and Regis, if they fight each other, both of them are going to the hospital. Like I said that when Just Do said the shit the first time, and I put it in the chat. They're gonna put each other in the hospital. Both of y'all are going. Just like both of y'all went to the hospital when Regis Prograde fought Josh Taylor, both of y'all went. I don't care. You don't gotta get knocked out to go. Both of y'all went to the hospital. Both of you. And neither one of you was dropped. Both of y'all are going to the hospital when this fight happens. Punches hurt. I understand that. For somebody that lack defense as much as Matias does and just comes forward and throws punches, I understand the first thought you thinking that is that the man he needs to have better defense, and the lack of defense is going to be the reason why he loses fights, he gets hurt, he get dropped and all that stuff. He does have one loss, but I don't look at it like that, because with him it's different. I really believe that it's a mental thing. Like, if you ever load up and hit somebody with your hardest punch and it didn't do nothing to them and they went for you, it kept coming to you, it does something to you mentally. You know what I'm saying? And this is a fight. This ain't on the streets. You got 12 rounds of this for 3 minutes in front of that person that can take your hardest shit and keep coming forward. It's a mental thing. If he can take it being durable like that, that's tough, man. It's tough. And I'm not saying that that's a mental thing that will fuck Regis up. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's why he does that shit. I'm thinking when people do that shit, it's not just a strategy. You really have to be able to withstand that type of punishment and throw out those punches and shit. Like, he can do that shit. And because of that, I believe it's going to be a hard fight. Because of that, I believe both of them are going to the hospital. But I really think, like, Matias is a force to be reckoned with in this division. Until you knock his ass out or sit him on his ass or beat his ass like that, it's the only way I'm going to believe it. He hasn't got his ass beat like that. Even that fight that he lost, it was like a decision loss. It wasn't that serious. He didn't beat the shit out of Matias. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? Both of them got a loss. Regis has a loss too. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be a great fight. It'll be something good to look at. I didn't say Haney would automatically win. No. You didn't. Wasn't you? I was just saying that. But if it's all about legacy and the best program make the most sense, yes, he does. He makes the most sense. Devin can always get that WBO later, just like Horn was always going to be able, right? That's because he did do that. I keep forgetting he was paired with Bob Arum in Top Rank. I keep forgetting that shit. Definitely hospital beds will be needed. No bullshit. Or Devin should not resign with Top Rank because they only got one belt. Progress got one belt. The other two with PBC. He could stay free. I mean, he got his own promotional company. You know what I'm saying? He could just stay free and do his thing, his thug dizzle. You know what I mean? And just let it go. Last topic for today. I'm gonna reach that 1:30. That last topic is today is Canelo, man. Canelo, man. Linwood just got KO bet. Wow, great KO by Laura. One punch KO. Damn, I just missed it. I'm phone black right now, screen black. But, Canelo is ducking once again. Once again. Canelo is about to fight John Ryder next, yo. It's a place out here called John Ryder and sell cars. John Ryder got 5 losses. Man, listen, John Ryder got 5 losses. And I heard Canelo, after he fight John Ryder, he's supposed to fight Edgar Berlanga. Gave him the stinky leg. Lara needs to thank his parents for them genetics because his skill is cutting it. Damn. But he's supposed to fight Edgar Berlanga after that. You know, Edgar Berlanga just signed that big ass DAZN deal. You know, he's fighting on DAZN, and it makes sense that he, you know, throw him that freaking bone. They throw Canelo that freaking bone, and he fight somebody that's not that skilled as, you know, but has a name like Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he's fighting John Ryder. Okay, John Ryder got 5 losses, and John Ryder, and matter of fact, Canelo has been known to be ducking 3 fighters. All right, for sure. He's been known to be ducking Charlo. That's where that whole franchise title came from. Boo Boo Andre has been calling them out the whole time. That's when that funny ass fucking audio, that little voice skit came from. That shit was hilarious. It's still funny to this day. When he was like, "Get the fuck out of here," that's he was talking to Boo Boo. All right, he won't fight Boo Boo. And then this David Benavidez. He claims that David Benavidez is Spanish like him, so he's not going to fight him because he's Spanish. Okay, so those are the 3 people that he's been ducking, and it's been for years. All right, different weight classes. And the thing is that them 3 fighters already beat John Ryder. I believe all 3 of them fought John Ryder. Who was it? Dante's Boxing Nation? It was somebody I seen a video from. When I seen the shit, I was like, man, this is bullshit. But it makes perfect sense because Edgar Berlanga just signed to them, and he be eating a lot of food. Canelo eat a lot of DAZN food. He a lot of DAZN plates. It's a lot of plates of DAZN over there. Yes, I'm just waiting for Canelo to retire as well, Zenith. That's what I'm waiting on. I don't get why he's still here. Nah, bro, he crying in the corner. You gonna get me to pull it up now? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. But oh shit, here it is. But yeah, Canelo ass is not the face of boxing, yo. He's not. He's been making these punk ass moves for years now, yo. For years he's been making these damn moves. He's somebody that's been put out there in front of everybody, been put out on the pedestal for everybody to look at him. They twirled his ass around for years, keep shoveling air shit in his motherfucking plate. I mean, in their motherfucking face, having us eat all of the chips and shit that's coming out of his goddamn career. Man, he hasn't been shit in 3 years, in my opinion. Man, Canelo ain't shit. I don't care that he had undisputed. Now that he got that shit, he should just vamoose. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody knew your ass wasn't serious no more when you started wearing pajamas to the goddamn arena. That shit is super stupid. I can't see him. Oh, there he is. I think he done crying now. He came over there to lift his hand up. Nah, bro, he lost. Him and them curls lost, bro. Canelo is a businessman, not a fighter. He's a disgrace to Mexico. Chavez fought everybody. That's a fact. This nigga crying. Nah, he should have saved it for the car. Exactly. Or the locker room for sure. The locker room for sure. I waited on that BS ass nigga Crawford to retire. Nah, man. Crawford is like is probably the biggest disappointment in the last decade. And a lot of people don't believe that, but the signs is the things that he said. Real fighters don't say the things he said. Like, be honest with, they don't talk like that. And if a fight was truly out of your sight, the first time you said it, you should have never talked about it again. Ever. You should have never entertained Earl Spence, none of that shit. Since when? Since the first time you said that. Since what, 2019? You should have never cared. The first time you said you wasn't entertaining this shit and you're gonna go to the Hall of Fame yourself, You were playing around with everyone when you kept talking about it. Regardless if people bring it up to you, keep saying the same shit. I'm never going to fight them. That's not what you did. You entertained. You made us believe things. In my opinion, you're very disappointed. You're straight up disgrace, in my opinion. Agree about Blood. Was a huge fan of his. I was a fan. No one let me down more than Crawford. Exactly, man. I don't mind being a businessman, but his fights are uninteresting. And been so for a while. No bullshit, man. Canelo is just in my opinion, like he's disappointing as well, but he's riding a coattail. You know what I'm saying? They pushed him out to be something, gave him a bunch of money for doing it, so he just kept doing it. You know what I mean? The only thing I don't like, verbally, he act like he the shit, though. That's the problem. Like, bro, you know damn well you ducking fighters left and right, and you really do the same shit over and over again. You're not the cheese. Like, you not the shit like that. Canelo is already in the Hall of Scams. Yeah, he's showing up his. I was talking about Bud, though. Saying that about Earl Spence is going to the Hall of Fame anyway, and that fight's behind me. You should have just kept that energy. Don't ever deter from that energy. I want Jermaine Franklin to do the same motherfucking thing. Make James throw in the towel. Man, yo, it's going to make James look bad. It's going to make Dirk James look bad. Why are y'all shocked? Bud already said a year ago he's never fight. I'm not shocked. I'm just saying he's disappointing. Every time Canelo pops up talking about fighting, scam likely. No bullshit, yo. When he fought Triple G for the third time, that was it for me, bro. That fight was trash, bro. Two of y'all look like two fucking senior citizens with nursing elbow. Both of y'all look bad as hell. You couldn't quite extend. Your fucking hooks didn't have no snap on the shit. That shit was trash, yo. Not shocked I made that realization over a year ago when he said it. Exactly. Yo, he did say that shit. He straight up said that shit. Roger in the hallway, Bob said. In the hallway, Bob said, stay away from Bud. He said so many stupid, like the things that was said is what got me. That's what got me. They was praying Wood win left foot back. Damn. Yo, he looked so disappointed. Yo, Wood look very disappointed right now. But I'm going to get on up out of here, yo. I'm glad everybody came through. I appreciate everybody came by. Everybody stopped by. Everybody, please hit that like button. We're going to see you next Saturday. Every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to get on up out of here. I appreciate everybody that left the super chat.